Hi, it's Pete Norstead here. I just thought I'd do a quick uh, video on the Pinny Bot and how the concept of it and how it works. If we have a look at the morning football, go to the pre-match in play and go to morning footy. There's only a couple of games today in Spain and pretty low key really, but here we can see Iber versus Levante. Home team are 2.26 on Betfair, 3.45 draw on Betfair, away team 3.65 on Betfair. On Pinnacle, the home team are 2.24, the draw is 3.24, and the away side are 3.58. Where we see a sort of difference, that's highlighted in orange. So that sort of indicates, that this could be of interest. This price could come in. So if we look at the history of the draw here, we can see that of 222,000 which has been back to the draw on this match, 11,000 of it has been matched on the draw. So the draw has taken 53% of the book and the draw's price is 28.57. So the difference is 24.96%. So with the penny price as well being 3.24, that's quite a difference there. So the theory is you could back the draw for 3.5 and it can come in. So that's the theory. But so what we are finding, this is useful if home teams would generally deal with favourites. We generally like to look for the favourites. So if we have a look at the results, what we found, this is the results of when the Pinny Bot highlights that there's value and then it fires out. I've got an example from the other weekend, like Sundays. It fires out, like on Sunday, it fired out Pinny value bet, Newcastle v Spurs, P30, Betfair price 2.46, Pinny price 2.38, Action bet Newcastle. So those were what these bets were sort of on. Now what we found, some of the leagues we weren't going to use, like internationals and whatever. And what we found to start with, the teams were winning, with the theory being we were beating the Pinnacle closing price. But as time went on, it sort of levelled itself out a little bit. Indeed, if we have a look at... But what we are finding, though, that although these teams weren't necessarily winning, the opposing side weren't winning either. And this is where I think we have an edge here. I'll just show you what I mean by this. Here we have the home favourites, and also what we've recorded is home back bets minus 7.19 points. That's over, I think it's 139 selections so far this year, 137 selections this year. So it's minus 7.19. That's backing the home side when the alert came. However, if we look here, laying the away team plus 11.86 points, which is good. Indeed, backing the draw, 21.3 points, 1-all 20.6, 2-all 61.5. If we have a look at the aways, just backing the aways, that's 8.26. So as you can see, from the start of this year when we started recording the laying and backing the draws, backing the away team 8.26, backing the home team 7.19. So it's pretty much the same, equaled itself out. But away home team lay plus 29.93 points, which when you add to the away lay here, that's plus 40 odd points. So that's good, plus 40 points from, I think it was 90 selections here, so 226 selections. Again, seems to be a draw bias, 23.448. If we have a look here, the draw 21, so 44 points on backing the draw. 1-all 34.5, 2-all 5.5. Again, if backing the 1-all shows good, backing the 2-all. However, there is, obviously what you're doing here, you're laying the away side and you're laying the home side here and you're back in the draw, you're going to have losing runs. But I've done a couple of graphs here Let's have a look. This is the home lay, laying the home side. So obviously, if the home side or it was a draw, sorry, home side lay, you lay the away side in this case. Sorry. So if you're laying the away side, so you've got the home and the draw on your side here. You can see it came to 11.86 points, but 17.84 down to 1.87. So you've lost 16 points there. That's where you've got to have the sort of mindset. When you're laying aside, laying the away side, for example, you are having some risk there, and you can have a losing run. So you've got to know that beforehand. Here, backing the draw on the other side, again, came to 21.3 points, but this wasn't too bad. 18 points down to 5 points, a 13-point drop on backing the draw. So that's what you've got to be careful. Look at what your losing runs can be. If we look at the away team and then the home lay, well, this has just gone fantastically well. Started off the first, nothing really, but then all of a sudden it skyrocketed up. But again, 8 there, you'd have needed 8 points. You were losing 8 points. Draw bet, again, that's been very successful there. 23.48 points. But again, 18 down to 11, 7-point loss. So you've got to know that you are going to have some losing runs, and that's what you've got to be sort of a little bit careful of. But yes, I'd certainly look here at laying, opposing. Personally, what I do, I lay the away side in this case with the home ones, and I lay the home side with the away ones. We do have a member, for example, what he does when these come out, so like the Newcastle versus Spurs game, as soon as the bot fires this out, and as soon as he's aware of it, he backs the team. So at the Betfair price, he's backing pre-match trading, and what he's found on average, backing both the home and away sides, or pre-match trading the home and away sides, he's picking up about 5 ticks. So you can pre-match trade these. So you pre-match trade, say if you put, I don't know, £500 on, you're moving at £5 a tick. So if it comes in 5 ticks, you've got yourself £25, which you can play towards whatever you're doing there. Would that be backing the home side, laying the away side, or backing the draw? So that is also a useful way to play the Pinny Bot. So I hope you can understand that. Just to show you on the Trade on Sports site, I've updated the results here, so the Pinny Bot results are there. You can have a look at all our results here. But there's been nothing for the B-Match shade at the moment. I don't know how to record that, how to make sure that that's okay, but I'll look into that over the next week or so with the international break. But I hope that helps some of you, and I shall speak to you later. Thanks very much for listening.